this isn't a one-size-fits-all formula. It's ultimately up to what you do with the things you've learned that'll make the most difference in your success.
Hey, what's up guys? If you're like me and you're struggling to make more money at scale with the little time you have left, pay attention to what I'm about to tell you next. Hi, I'm Sean, and I'm a broke entrepreneur working on building a business from scratch. I'm not in poverty, and I'm definitely not part of the 1%. I'm just the average kid, but I do know a couple of things that'll help you, as they've helped me, scale up your capital.
And by capital, I mean your business, but more specifically, your skills.
I'm talking money in the bank and information in your brain. Well, preferably both.
Now, this isn't a one-size-fits-all formula. It's ultimately up to what you do with the things you've learned that'll make the most difference in your success.
So the most important thing to understand here is to keep an open mind, always continue to learn, and draw inspiration from everything.
Like, I really do hope you go on to use what I've learned at the series to make $1 million.
But if you take away anything from what I'm about to share in this series, let it be that anybody, including you, can start something from scratch and scale up to something bigger. The basic principles of business and finance taught in this series are applicable to everybody.
Like, I don't care if you're smart, you're dumb, you're rich, you're poor, you're successful.
You work a 9-to-5 job. If you understand the basics and the principles, you'll ultimately be able to leverage your skills and make more money. So keep watching for a brief introduction to episode 1 of the Broke Entrepreneur series, building a business from scratch at next to zero cost.
What's up everyone? If you're going for a job interview or a meeting with a prospective client and you want to bring your resume, stat sheet, comp card, cover letter, whatever document you're bringing to help you market yourself and your brand, you'll need this document saved to your file manager on your personal device so you can have access to this file anytime you need it. Maybe you need to make changes to your file, convert it to a different file type, upload it, publish it, manage it, whatever you need to do with your file. You need the file physically stored to your personal device's local storage, like in an internal or external hard drive or solid state drive.
Since this video is an intro to our upcoming series, The Broke Entrepreneur Show, building a business from scratch at next to zero cost, where we teach you how to build a business from the ground up at little or no cost to you using the internet. We are a digital marketing agency after all. What a better way to start than with this basic lesson on how to manage your files on your smart device.
I can't get into all the tech stuff, and we don't have enough time to get into a whole video on how to manage your files in depth. But for this video, let's say we're at a public library or school library using the computer to compose a resume for a job interview using Microsoft Word or Google Docs. Once this resume is finished, you save the file and email it to yourself as an attachment. A trick I was actually taught in high school if you didn't remember to bring your flash drive to class. Say you printed out multiple copies of your resume and you have everything you need to prepare for your interview, but you want the resume file saved to your own personal iPad or iPhone. For me, I'm using Outlook, but if you're using Gmail, Yahoo Mail, AOL, or some other kind of email application, the interface will look a little different for you, but the process is all the same. So what you want to do is find the email attachment and download it to your files. Start by opening the email you sent to yourself, click on the attachment, and then click on the send button. Next, you want to select Share File Via and click on Save to Files. After this, you'll select which folder in your file manager you want to save the attachment file to. If you don't already have a folder created, let's add a new one for the purposes of this project. Once you have the correct folder selected, click Save. Repeat this process for the remaining email attachments if you have any. For this video, we're using an Apple iPad, but if you want to see this process done on an Android device, just leave us a comment on this video and we'll try to get that done for you guys. After the attachments are downloaded to your device's local storage, you'll use the file manager to manage your files. For many of you, that'll be somewhere on the home screen, but if you can't find it, just swipe down from the middle of the screen to access the system search bar. Type in Files and search for it. After clicking on the Files app, you should be in the file manager. The interface will look something like this, depending on what viewing format you're using. I have mine set to column view, and we're going to be looking at the On My iPad file location because that's local storage, and that's where we saved our email attachments. From here, if you want to view the file, you can. Simply select the file and click Open. If you want to email these over to a hiring manager, rather than forward the attachments from the email you sent to yourself, you can look a bit more professional by downloading the files and reattaching them to a newly composed email. This can be done from the File Manager app or your email app. If you're in the File Manager app, first you'll locate the file you want to send, select the file, and click on the 3 dots. Next, the menu will pop up giving you the option to share. This process can also be done with multiple files if you want to send more than one attachment. When you're in the folder with the files you want to add, click Select in the top right-hand corner of your screen. Selection buttons will then appear on the left of your files. You want to mark all the files that you wish to attach and click Share on the bottom left. Notice after you click Share, the options for different methods of sharing are displayed. Since we're sending an email, we'll use email as the method. I'm using Outlook, so I'll be clicking on Outlook. Once you click on Outlook, the file will automatically attach to your email draft. Once you enter the recipient, you'll have the option to add a subject. You can add text to your body, and then you can send using the arrow in the bottom right-hand corner. Another method of adding an attachment to your email, rather than start from the file, is to start from the email application. Open up Outlook or whatever email platform you're using, click on the plus button, and start composing a new email draft. I said add a subject and body of text if you want to, but you're sending this email as a professional, so you'll obviously need to. Once that is done, you'll click on the paperclip symbol on the bottom left of your email draft window and select Attach File. Next, you'll select iCloud and My Device. This will take you to the recent files. If you can find the files under Recents, then great. If not, you'll hit the Browse button on the top left and choose from your locations. Since our files are saved to our device's hard drive, we're going to select On My iPad as the location to browse. Next, we'll click on the folder we saved our files to and click the file we want to attach to our email. Repeat this process for all the files you wish to attach. Once that is done, we'll add our recipient and send. And there you have it. You have just learned how to download an attachment from your email, save them to your device, manage your files in the File Manager, and upload them as an attachment to a new email to send to someone else.
Since this video is an intro to our upcoming series, The Broke Entrepreneur Show, where we... Since this video is an intro